Hello, my name's Cade and this is DSLRguide. Today we're going to be talking about this, which is my Carryspeed viewfinder. It's the VF-3 version, which is one of their, I think it's their most recent viewfinder, and it's been quite popular with DSLR users. So I'm going to go over the main features and then give you my opinion on it. So the reason why you may want a viewfinder is for the simple fact is that it magnifies the screen. So this one has a 3 times magnification, so the screen will be 3 times bigger when you look through it. It basically has a piece of glass inside which will magnify the screen, and then it just attaches to the back of the LCD and means that you can have more critical focus, and also it blocks the sunlight. So this particular viewfinder has this sort of lens cap thing, which is nice because it stops this light and the sun being magnified and then potentially damaging your screen. And it's very simple and easy. It just, you don't have to carry around an extra lens cap. And then you can take away the whole thing, and then that will allow you to see the screen without magnification, but this box around the side will stop the sun reflecting off the screen and causing glare, which again will help for having critical focus. And then the main reason why I bought this viewfinder over any other type is the way that it attaches to the camera. So it's quite simple, but you have a plate which goes on the bottom of the camera, and then you simply loosen the quick release screw on the plate, and then this will just, so basically the idea is that you have forwards and backwards adjustment, and then with these 2 screws you can move it up and down. It goes high enough to support most cameras even if they have a battery grip, and then it also goes left and right. Now I've got this, I tightened this with a penny, so there we go. So you loosen this and you can go side to side as well. So it fits nicely, my Canon 600D, and yeah, so that's the general idea of how it works. So in terms of the build quality, I was kind of surprised from the pictures to see that it is made out of plastic. It's quite solid plastic, but the only metal parts are the quick release plate, and this I was very glad to find out was metal, and these brackets here, as well as the thumb screws. The rest of it is either rubber, glass for the lens, or plastic, and it's not a bad plastic, but I don't know, I guess somewhere along the line I decided that I thought it was all metal. So the other thing that this viewfinder does is it adds stabilization to the shots. So I'll demonstrate that by attaching it to my other camera. So you can see it looks a little bit silly with this camera, and you have to really make sure that you tighten that screw down properly. But the idea is that instead of just holding a camera out in front of you like this, because you can't use the normal viewfinder because it doesn't work in video, so you just put your eye here, and then you have a far more stable point of view, because the extra point of contact to your head means that you can have your arms locked in like this, and then so it's very stable for just keeping it steady, or panning, or tilting as well. Far steadier than if you were to do this sort of motion. So in terms of the build quality again, you can see that I can hold it by the viewfinder, but I don't think I'm going to be doing that much. It doesn't feel hugely tough, but for it just being a viewfinder and putting it up to your eye, the build quality is great. So the final two things about this viewfinder are that it does have a diopter, which I tend to just leave it bang in the middle because I don't have any problems with my eyesight, but it's there if you need it. And then the other cool thing is it has this strap. So what I tend to do is I loosen this screw here, attach the string in there, tighten it down, and then you have a nice neck strap for when you take it off. You can just leave it dangling around your neck, and it has a good photo. So that's pretty simple but nice to have. So yeah, my final verdict is that it does what it should do. It does improve your focusing, and it does help with the stability, and it definitely stops the sun from interfering with you being able to see the screen. And yeah, it'll fit any DSLR, I should think. I suppose it varies on your screen size, but you can always go to the Carryspeed website to check if your camera's compatible. The build quality is adequate. Well, we could probably say more than adequate. But I was slightly disappointed to see that it was plastic, but I suppose it could have been quite heavy if it wasn't plastic. And then the biggest thing is the design of how it's attached. It's really good that I can use this with my 600D, and anytime I want to swivel out the screen, I can just very quickly undo one screw, take it out, hang around my neck, get the low or high shot, and then just attach it back again, leaving the adapter on at all times. And if you're wondering, the adapter does have 1/4" threads on the bottom, so you can, add your tripod. You can put this on your tripod or quick release adapters or anything like that. So yeah, it's a very versatile bit of kit. For the price, I'd say it's pretty good value. I was happy to spend the extra money for the quality of this product, and most of all the design of the attachment. I think it far exceeds the design of the ones with the sticky plates that go around the edge of your screen, which I didn't really want to attach anything to my screen with glue. And then also that it's a lot faster than the ones that have simply a 1/4" thread on the bottom here, because then you have to unscrew it every time you want to take it off. So it was a really good idea for them to make a quick release viewfinder. So that's pretty much it. I'll see you next week.